Hello and welcome to today's SolidWorks video. Today I'm going to demonstrate the use of the Smart Dimension tool in SolidWorks. I'll begin by drawing a new sketch. The first thing I'll demonstrate is how to dimension a corner rectangle. So I'll start my rectangle from the origin. Now this is the rough shape of my rectangle, and you'll see when I was sketching it that I just dragged and dropped, and I didn't care to look at any of the dimensions that were being displayed on the screen. The reason for this is I'm going to define my sketch using the Smart Dimension tool up here. So I'll go and click the tick on that rectangle, and then I will use the Smart Dimension button here to begin constraining my sketch. Just as a brief outline, any lines in the sketch which are colored black are constrained. Any lines in a sketch which are blue, like these two, are not constrained. Initially, when you're first starting out with SolidWorks, this doesn't really seem to matter. As you get more involved, however, you'll find that it's important to fully define your sketch before you start doing the next thing with it. There are two ways to dimension the distance between this line here and this line here. The first one is quite simply to click on the length of the side of this. Click once, move your mouse, then click again to place the dimension on the screen. As soon as you drop your dimension on the screen, you'll then have this modify dialog box come up, and in this you can now enter the value that you want that dimension to be. In this case, I'll make that 60 millimeters. You can see now that the top line of this sketch is now black, which means it's constrained. The last line over here is the blue line. This is not constrained. To demonstrate what that means, if I click on that line, I can drag it in and out like so. It's variable. It is not fixed. We'd like to constrain that dimension now. So to do that, once again, I'm going to go over here and click the Smart Dimension tool. This time, I'm actually going to show you the other way that you can create a dimension between two lines. First of all, click on one of the lines. Then, as you can see, I move the mouse and there's a dimension moving with it. But rather than placing that dimension, I'm actually going to come over here and select that other line. And there you'll see the dimension has chosen between those two lines. I'm going to go ahead now and change that dimension to 100 millimeters and click the tick. It's that easy to use the Smart Dimension to define the size of a rectangle. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Smart Dimension tool on a circle. I'll start now by sketching a circle here. And once again, I'm not paying particularly much attention to the radius of that circle right now. I'm going to just roughly place it where I think it should be, then click once again. Next, I'll go back to the Smart Dimension tool, and I will simply click on the outside of that circle. And this will select the diameter of the circle. I can now enter the dimension that needs to be into that modify box, click the tick, and it's completed. That's how you can use your Smart Dimension tool over here to fully constrain your sketch. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.